What do you want to see the future of SpongeBob?
You know, it's funny. SpongeBob started out 20 years ago. There was no internet culture. There was no internet memes. You know, there was no high-def TV. So it's amazing, like, when you're on a show for 20 years, how different the world is. But the show that we're making, it's still the same show. It's still the same, you know, it's SpongeBob and Patrick. And I guess it's more a case of, like, seeing where the world goes and takes SpongeBob with it. When I think of like all the different places that SpongeBob's been, somebody showed me a video on YouTube yesterday of, you know, a SpongeBob scene, a scene between SpongeBob and Patrick in, I don't know, 48 different languages or something like that, like all the different languages. And it was just amazing, the global reach of this thing that really exists only to be silly and stupid and fun. It's given me so many crazy experiences in my life, like just as being SpongeBob, like the people you meet, the things you do, the places you wind up, you know, everything from like royal palaces to, you know, waving the checkered flag in a NASCAR race to, you know, writing a song for a Broadway musical. It's kind of like, yeah, like Steve Hillenburg gave me more careers than Barbie. You know what I mean? It's amazing.
Let's talk about Steve. Obviously, a loss to the family this past year.
Yep.
What's his legacy? What do you remember most?
Well, our personal legacy of Steve, you know, the people that worked on the show, and I knew him before the show, you know, I met him on Rocco's Modern Life in '93, is just a great guy, a great friend, a sweet spirit, a force for positivity, a really interesting and interested person who is into a lot of things and just a very curious person. And then he, out of all those curiosities and interests that he had, ocean science, animation, comedy, silliness, made this show, Spongebob Squarepants, that's been going on for a long time and has touched all these people. To me, that's the legacy of SpongeBob, is that it brings a smile to people when they need it. And that sounds like super corny and cliche, but it really is true. When you go whatever, you know, whatever, you go into a hospital or something, and you're walking through and you walk past a room and there's somebody in a bed and the TV has SpongeBob on it. Right. And you just go, wow, that's cool that at least we can be that for 11 minutes, 22 minutes of somebody who's feeling bad. Maybe they smiled for a little bit, you know, and it's really nice. And Steve Hillenburg gave the cast and crew that, hey, you know, I built this car, come help me drive it around. And, you know, that's what he gave us. And he gave the world, you know, SpongeBob really just has such goodwill out in the world in general. I'm always surprised that people are so positive about it. And, you know, it finds its way into so many references to it, are in so many movies and TV shows and late night comedian monologues, but they're always positive. It's nice to be a small part of that.